Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Murphy and I'm our school principal. And as much as it's uncomfortable, because I've only got one tooth in and I've had a home haircut and I'm wearing a flannelette shirt, we thought it was important that we provide a video of some essential things for students to access some online learning and have a practice with. So the first thing, and Miss Clifford's here to my right operating this screen, is we're going to show you how to log into your email at home. So you'll see there that Miss Clifford has put that screen in front of you there. So she's going to click on Outlook. Further left, isn't it? There you go. And that will bring up a login page where you will just put your school email address in. So I don't have a student email, obviously, but that's how you would log in using your normal login and password at home. In that email, there should be a link from most of your teachers saying a request to join a team, and we are now in Microsoft Teams, and we can see that there is Miss Clifford's team, so you'll have a different look into that. But say you're a grade 8 student, there'll be a grade 8 English there, which you can see, but we're going to look at Duke of Ed. So this is a Teams page Miss Clifford has set up, and your page will look like that. So in that first section there, you can just have a general post to anyone that's in that team. And we can see we've been practicing with a few students to make sure the technology is going to work, and that post will be there for anyone to see. If she goes into files, that's where teachers will upload some of the content, and you'll see when that opens there is a Duke of Ed portfolio, which you can open, Miss Clifford. Lovely. And that'll show you what she's put in there for students to see, which is an example of a task that they would complete. She can edit that and do lots of things live in that. So that's the first functionality. The next page we're going to look at is a class notebook. And in class notebook, you'll see the names of the students in that class that Miss Clifford has set up. It may look different to students, but you will see your name down the left-hand side when she clicks into that. And this is how teachers will monitor some of the work that you're doing down that left-hand side, so you can see the students in that class. The next tab across is assignments. And that's how students will navigate some of the tasks to do inside that space. I'm not sure if Miss Clifford is clever enough, but she's going to click on that, are you? No? She is? And you'll see the tasks that those students in that Duke of Ed class can complete while learning from home. So obviously this is going to be updated constantly. Once you're accessing Teams, your teachers will talk you through certain parts. We're predicting 1 million questions, and as I said in the newsletter this week, no question is a silly question, and it's a transition for everyone. So there's no urgency if things don't work straight away for us to be perfect. We're just doing the best we can given these circumstances. So now you can see me again. The buttons in front of me are quite important with things you need to do. So obviously that camera one that Miss Clifford's going to hover over is about turning your camera on and off. You can see us and we can see you, but sometimes if you don't want to share your video, you can turn that off and we will simply see, in my case, an icon that says BM. So I'm listening and I can communicate, but you don't necessarily have to have your camera on if you don't want to, and Miss Clifford's just modelled that now. The next one is just your audio, so you want to make sure if you want to speak that you activate that. So most teachers will mute you all through a functionality they have, so we won't be able to have, but if you want to speak to the teacher, then you can manually unmute to ask that question. It's much easier when the teacher's presenting and giving that explicit teaching if you are on mute for just the audio purposes. The share functionality here, so what can happen is the teacher can share a screen, so it might be a PowerPoint presentation, it might be a video, it could be anything, so you'll see what the teacher wants you to see through that functionality. So right now we're going back into another screen, which Miss Clifford's going to show you, and you could work through that. A key part there is once you are sharing screens, you can actually take control of that screen. So if it was a task over, say, 7 pages, you can navigate back and forward through that if there was something that you missed. Moving along there, the button there of the show conversation is a live chat function. Look, you guys are teenagers, so you understand how to work. But what that means is, as a teacher's presenting, you could be posting in that show conversation section there to ask a question or slow down or I didn't understand that or respond to a question if there was a response, and that's another part as well. They're the main functions that you're going to need. Miss Clifford's going to probably put a whiteboard up now as she does that. So sometimes you can have a whiteboard. So it could be a math situation where a teacher could be asking a question on the whiteboard. You can actually write on that whiteboard as well. So that can make the lesson interactive by posting on that shared whiteboard space to allow you to